Network. Dr. Ruth Anderson here with our very special Keira Lani. She is providing a very special winter solstice program for us. It's called Into the Shadow to Emerge with Your Light, a healing solstice ritual with Keira Lani. And Keira, I'm so excited to have you here with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth. And thank you for just being willing to jump in spontaneously with me today. And I just really felt the solstice. This has been so much my journey this year to really allow myself to drop in deeply and emerge being reborn. And that's symbolically what we're doing here in this time at this season. And so I really I was hoping that you would stick around while I light a candle and burn some what's this stuff called? You can tell it's been a long day for all of us, Palo Santo. And then we can drop in together and just share a bit about the experience of the winter solstice. And I know some of our audience is probably in the southern hemisphere experiencing the summer solstice, and that's actually one of the things I think is so magical, is that we can envision, as we're here in the darkest time of the year, that there are people enjoying the longest days of their year simultaneously. And yet here we are in the winter, in this time of going within. And in Chinese
It's hard to
medicine,
sorry, go ahead.
in Chinese medicine, the winter begins at the winter solstice, and the new year, or the year ends at the winter solstice, is what I mean. And the new year doesn't begin until Chinese New Year at the end of February or sometimes early March. And so I really want to invite everyone into the space of allowing yourself to go within at this time of winter, allowing yourself to really be present to what is. And so as I light, I think I'll light the candle first. I was just gifted this beautiful healing Anahata chakra, heart chakra candle. So as I light this candle, I really invite you to begin to drop into an awareness of the light that's always burning in your heart, even as we go into dark times, even as we're in challenging times of life. There's always a light burning in your heart. So that's what this is representing. And then as we really honor this time when the sun stands still, that's what solstice means, before it moves again to come back to the northern hemisphere and bring the light back, really inviting that inner light gets to shine into the places of the shadow. And the shadow doesn't mean it's something bad or wrong. It just means what is unknown. And so now I'm going to purify with the Palo Santo. And I really invite all of you who are witnessing today, as well as I'm going to ask Ruth to speak on behalf of some of you. All of you who are witnessing today or watching the replay, I invite you to drop into what you would like to release as I burn this Palo Santo, creating a sacred space of healing, a place where you can feel safe to enter the unknown, to go into the shadow and emerge illuminated, emerge with your light, your inner fire stoked and bright. So as we drop in here together, before we go into the prayer and meditation portion of the services, I'd love to hear from you, Ruth. How do you experience the solstice? What is this time for you?
Thank you. Thank you, Kara. The solstice for me, the winter solstice, is such a beautiful time of knowing that every single day is going to have more light because I am one of those people that thrives in the light. And so to have it shutting down prior to this, it just almost feels claustrophobic to me. But as soon as we hit December 21, I can relax because I know I'm going to get more light every day.
Mhm. Yes, so good. And so that's the encouragement for all of you out there who are like Ruth and struggle during the time when the days are short. And I know it's hard for me when it gets dark so early. So we have to turn the lights on just when I think I'm ready to go take a walk. And so now the days will be getting longer. And so that's what the winter solstice celebration is really all about, right? Welcoming the light to come back. So let's go ahead and drop in. I'm gonna see if I put my candle over here, maybe it will still be in the frame, sort of.
Mhm.
Nice. So I don't feel like I have to hold it the whole time. So dropping in to your heart center, connect to the breath and imagine something greater is breathing into you, into the center of your heart, into that inner candle that is always burning there, even when you can't feel it. And as you take your awareness into the center of your heart, as you welcome the breath into this space, imagine that this is a home that you can retreat to, a sacred sanctuary in your heart. And so take stock of the heart home, the home in your heart. Is your fire burning brightly in the hearth of your heart? Or has it died down and needs a little more breath to bring it back to life? Just taking note, take more deep breaths into this space. And however you found your heart hearth, your inner flame, whether it was just a bare ember, a dying spark, or already glowing brightly, we're going to stoke that flame with the breath. So we're going to take some full, deep breaths in through the mouth and bring that energy into the heart, opening the front, the back, and the sides of the heart. Feeling that each of these powerful breaths are stoking the flames of the heart. You're breathing through a relaxed jaw, and the reason we're breathing through the mouth is to bring the energy into the heart and to release any stickiness that we may find there, to bring that light brighter to all the corners of the heart, to illuminate what you may have been hiding from yourself, what has been hidden in the corners, in the shadows of your heart. So we'll take 3 more of these breaths into the heart. Letting out any sounds that need to be released. And then returning to nasal breathing. Take a long, slow breath in through the nose. Sip in a little bit more. And then hold it there in the heart for a few seconds. And as you hold the breath there, swallow it down and visualize all of your mental, emotional, thinking consciousness dropping down into your heart as you exhale slowly and fully. And rest your awareness in the center of your heart. And as you return to natural breath, making the inhale and exhale slow and even, rest your awareness in your heart. And just take stock again of what resides in the home of your heart. And especially notice what has been hiding in the shadows, that flickering flame that you have stoked is illuminating. What does your heart want to show you? And how can you relax more deeply into this space and receive the inner wisdom, receive the knowing of your heart mind? This is now an opportunity to plant the seeds that will be growing as we come into the season of spring, knowing that it will take the season of winter for these seeds to fully emerge. And remember that seeds need to be pressurized, they need to be watered, and they need to be held in the darkness before they can crack and emerge and grow, sprouting into small leaves and tendrils of roots before they become strong enough to burst through the soil of your being and emerge into the light of the sun. So take a moment to ask your heart what intentions she or he would like to plant in this core of your being, in this dark time when the soil is being re-fertilized, renewed through processing all of what has fallen away in the previous seasons. So allow these intentions to emerge within your heart mind. They aren't the intentions of your thinking mind, but rather those of your heart, your body, and your soul. And so noticing the energy of these intentions in their nascent form as you plant the seeds right into your solar plexus. And take the breath now into the solar plexus chakra, expanding the ground of your being, nurturing and nourishing, feeling that the breath is like the water that will allow your seed to slowly sprout and grow. And now imagine the sun above the crown of your head, the sun that is returning more and more each day. Feel the warmth of the sun shining down upon your crown, a big, beautiful golden sun. And with your next breaths, feel that you can pull the nourishment of the sun down through your crown to shine onto that little sprout in your heart that is growing up from your solar plexus, even as the root is beginning to grow down through your lower chakras to anchor into the earth. Keep pulling the sun down through your crown and see the root growing stronger. See the leaves growing broader. And allow the vision of what this seed is growing into to emerge with clarity into your third eye center as you continue to breathe the sun through and send the roots down. The leaves are opening and revealing what kind of creation this is. What is going to be birthed through you as we emerge into the spring season? And how will you need to nurture it through these winter months? Take a few breaths as you gaze upon your vision, listen to any wisdom that's coming through, and notice the details of what is being birthed through you. As you come into deeper, fuller breath, take any spontaneous body movements that are needed to integrate this energy, to integrate this wisdom. Perhaps you would like to have a journal entry as we emerge from this depth of being back into the space that we're in. Letting the eyes slowly flutter open, gazing around you to see where your attention is drawn in your space. Perhaps there is something in your space that needs to be reorganized, or an alteration of your altar, or something that you see needs to be given attention in your space in order to activate more fully into this intention, into this birthing that you are gestating within you. So continuing to feel that vision, how it is coming into manifestation through just through your presence with it, just through noticing what is present for you. And notice what centers in your body are especially active right now. Does your body need to move? Does your body need to be more still? Do you need to focus on your root or your solar plexus, your heart or your throat? And as you receive more pieces of clarity around this heart intention, again, I invite you to take notes, to take note whether you are feeling that you need to write it or you need to just go straight from this video into an action step. Take note of what that is for you. And now, while we're in this space, I invite in the presence of the earth and the sun and all life in between. And I'm just feeling the angelic beings singing accolades to the sun, welcoming the sun, calling the sun, like the herald trumpets calling the sun back. And so welcome that light and welcome your inner light to shine more brightly. that you can feel the sunshine even when the clouds are overhead, that you can feel the sunshine of your soul. I'm feeling to speak the words that came through the first spiritual master that I was exposed to as a child, um, Sri Charan Singh. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. So many blessings shower upon you at this time and all through your life. Thank you so much for joining me in this little solstice ritual. And I look forward to being with all of you in Enlightened World Network more again in this coming season.
Oh, Kira, thank you. That was truly beautiful. I had no idea what to expect going into it. And setting the intention was really very powerful because I had heard Spirit say the other day to compile the lessons that I have received in meditation and working with folks like you and put those out into the world, that they'd been shared with me to do that. And so that was my intention. And as I focused on that intention, I could see like almost like a bean sprout growing, coming up. And what they showed me on two different leaves was a video version of the lessons that I have received. And in my mind before, I was thinking it was going to be book form. And when I tried to put a book form on that bean sprout, it just kind of fell off. But the video versions were really vibrant and alive. So that was so helpful to me to understand, oh, okay, that's really the format that this should take. So thank you so very much.
Mm. Wow, that is so beautiful, Ruth. As you were speaking, I was just feeling so much energy around that, and I could almost see the video of your lessons, and I could definitely feel like a warmth, um, uh, the warmth of the sun, I guess, coming into that vision. Yeah, so beautiful.
And they also showed me the journals that I've got all these messages in, and I could feel the energy in these journals, like they're just ready to be read. They're just ready to be worked through. And then they also showed me the sunrise. And it was like, get up early and do this first thing in the morning and really soak in that sunrise energy while you're doing this. So I got a lot of good advice. So thank you.
Oh, I love that. And that was a piece that I that slipped away that I really wanted to bring in. So thank you, the sunrise. So I really want to encourage you, if you're watching this, to consider what Ruth just shared, an opportunity at this time to witness the days growing longer by look up when the sunrise is. And if you can get up to witness the sunrise and to witness the sunrise just a little bit earlier each day, and to really welcome the sun, the way I was seeing the angelic light beings welcoming the sun, I was seeing it like this. And I feel like I also am being called back into sunrise practice. That's one of the things that I find brings so much depth to my practice and so much joy to my day to welcome the sunrise. And if you're out there saying, oh my gosh, you are not getting me up for sunrise, there's nothing you can do to get me up for sunrise, then perhaps you want to create a sunset practice where you witness the sunset getting a little bit later each day as our days grow longer. And maybe you want to do both. Some of the most fulfilling times of my life have been when I make the intention to witness the sunrise and the sunset. And of course, it doesn't happen every single day, and so that's okay too. But that feels really powerful. Thank you for sharing that so much.
You bet. So, Keira, what would you like our friends here at Enlightened World Network to know about you?
Well, I guess what I would most like you all to know is that I am coming back into my healing business right now. I took 9 months to heal in my womb space after losing my son in February. And I came back through a portal of some new emotional alchemy work called neurosomatic attunement. And I have been gifting 30 sessions, and I'm just finishing up that process of gifting 30 sessions. And I've had such an amazing response that I want to give more of you an opportunity to experience this work. And so I'm, my intention is to do 44 more at $44 so that it can be really affordable. And I would love to hear from some of you that you would like to experience this incredibly powerful. Like, I think it's like a real hack, a real like shortcut, even though I don't like to think of it as a shortcut. It's so powerful and lasting. This modality, it's a combination of hypnotherapy and breath work and somatic healing that really gets to the root of emotional causes of whatever struggles we're having in life, whether they're physical ailments or relationship struggles, financial struggles, just like emotional struggles with like the seasonal disorders, things like that. Pretty much it works for anything. And so I'm really excited to try it with as many people as possible and really see what's truly possible with this work. It's really quite incredible what I've experienced so far, how quickly I'm seeing people just shift, how quickly I shifted from um, just survival mode into feeling fully lit up and online and ready to work with clients. And so to me, that's the biggest testimonial. But what I'm witnessing is so powerful that I just want to shout it from the rooftop. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to share that.
Absolutely. So, Keira, if folks want to take advantage of this offer that you've given, and that really is such a generous offer, how do they reach out to you? How do they let you know?
So you can find me on Facebook or Instagram as kiralani.treegong. You can also send me an email at kiralani@gmail.com, and I will happily check my messages and respond as soon as I see them. And I will also, Ruth, just make a link that you can share with the community to just book one of these. I don't have the link made yet because this is like the brand new, just now inspired offer.
I love it. Okay, yes, if you would give me that link, and then we can also put that in our newsletter. So we'd love to do that for you. So we'll
Thank you.
yeah, well, Keira, thank you so much for this beautiful solstice healing and intention setting. And so glad to have you back here at Enlightened World Network. And friends, thank you for being here with us. We so appreciate your being here, whether you're watching live or after the fact. So take good care, friends. God bless. We'll see you all soon. Bye now.